In a week, I'm already in holidays. Yeah, how cool is that? Before I go, there's a lot of preparation I have to do before the vacations, and I thought I'd take you with me. For a little context, I'm going 2 weeks with my family to Norway, and then straight from Norway to Nice, which is in France. France? What? And then straight from Norway to Nice, which is in France, and I will have there a week of holiday with my boyfriend. Temperature difference from Norway to Nice is like around 20 degrees. Like, you gotta be kidding me. How should I pack for that? But I guess we're gonna figure out, because 3 weeks with one luggage, it's gonna be hard. But no worries, because I'm an expert in packing, so probably you can learn something from me too. Because if I can manage to do this, you can manage to pack for your holidays too. So I would say enough said, and let's go and pack for the holidays. So we will have a look now at my personal travel essentials. I have looked this topic up so many times because I find it so interesting to like make it easier to pack. Also, mostly when you go to the holidays for like really couple of weeks, and you do have to kind of be smart about it and make it good organized, of course, very important. So yeah, let's have a look on all of my travel essentials. Let's make it quick and fast. A power bank is of course super important, also when you're just on the go and you cannot charge your phone or whatever it is. There's no specific order to this, by the way. Next up, we have an e-reader. Mine is super old, but I still have it. I bought it once and I nearly never used it, but I'm definitely gonna use it this holiday so I can just really read a lot. So that is really good if you just want to read, but you also don't want to always carry around some books. And also to like quickly take somewhere to the beach or somewhere wherever, it's so much easier and so much an easier commitment to do than just taking the full big heavy book, than just taking this and you have like whatever you want on there. Then we have a lock, which you can always use, like you never know what you're gonna lock. I really like the string around here because you can really lock around it so much, and it's not just like the metal part, which is like, yeah, you don't have that many use cases. But this in pink, of course, absolutely favorite. Mostly also it's so small, like with or without, this doesn't really matter, but if you need it, it's so good to have. Next up, we have a lot of like these little bags where you can just put in stuff. They're like kind of see-through and they also not as stable, but it's just good to put in some things so they're just like randomly chilling in your luggage. We don't want that, so I think that's very useful. I just bought a couple of these and I already used them for so many trips and absolutely love to just put everything in there so it's kind of organized. Then here we have some laundry bags. Basically, of course, when you go and travel and you kind of have like your dirty laundry, you can just put it in here. I really like this because first of all, they're very big, because when I go travel a lot, like I need some big space to put in all of my clothing. And you can also close them so it means like not like all of the gross ass smell goes out. So that's really cool. I honestly just bought them new and I've already tried them and they were like so useful, and I absolutely love the design. It's pink as well. Here I got one in bigger and one in a little smaller, so you can like, depending on how long you go, super useful. Something else I just recently bought is like this kind of like inflatable pillow, which I took so long to choose which one, but I think this one is really good. Basically, you can kind of just inflate it like just here with like your mouth, you know. And honestly, not really only for travel days, because I don't really sleep on travel days or so, just chill. But mostly also like on the place. I find like hotels have like the grossest, most non-banger pillows ever, like far too big. So I like to just bring my own, and yeah, so honestly also like for the beach, you kind of just chill and have something to lay on. Absolutely amazing. And also it's like super small, so really good too. So just in like a couple of like seconds even, I really could just inflate that. And it's so comfy, and also I really like the design, like it's actually comfortable to lay on as well. It actually has like a good shape to lay on, so I think that's very useful. So next up we have like a tote bag. I searched for this so long and tried so many because I wanted like a tote bag that is kind of like functional, you know, not only just looking good. Also like for example to go to the beach or just like to take something or like buy some stuff. And it basically has inside like a zipper pocket, so like, you know, you can like store some things in there. Then also some other like pockets, which is just so much more useful than just like a blank like tote bag that doesn't really fit anything, or it's just like everything just thrown in and like, ugh, hate it. I think that's so useful. So for so many occasions, truly. Like I think like the two things that you always take is like a backpack or like a handbag, but this is more like something in between that I think you can also use a lot of times. Now we come also to the last thing, which is this compression cubes. They're kind of like in a pack. I bought them off Amazon actually. And I'm super happy with them because I already tried them a couple of times and I'm absolutely loving them. Basically, they're like compression cubes. Let's quickly look at that as an example. So for example, we have this here and then you like kind of you open it up in the beginning. So kind of like when you put in stuff, it is so big, right? Like all around. Let's quickly say we would put something in here. I'm gonna quickly go and grab something, one moment. Okay, let's say we want to put all of these t-shirts in here. So, like, doesn't have to be good right now, just show, and then we just close it up here. It's also just so useful to kind of organize things, and you can also just use it like this, you know, just close like this. But now you have like a second zipper, which you now can close. And then you basically just have it like that, and it's just more compact, and then when you use it, you can literally just open like this whole thing again. Mostly if you go like travel for a long time, I think that is such a good thing and I absolutely loved it until now, so definitely gonna try. So and with that we have covered all of my travel basics. Let's go on. So next up we're gonna look at my Pinterest board, which I did for my upcoming holidays. I really love being creative and photographing and filming, and I do want to get a little inspired before, so I have a little idea of even what I could take photos of and videos from. So let's have a look on the things that I got. Basically this is my summer vibes playlist and just put it into here, and just a lot of pictures or just kind of like styles I want to try. So actually my boyfriend is gonna take his camera, so we can do like a lot of good quality pictures and also videos, like for example these here. And then also just very cute like pictures that you can do, honestly, like trying styles out, like for example this one, which I think is so cool to like actually try, and it just looks so cool, but you actually have to get the idea right. I even searched up quickly, like, you know, we're going to Nice, so I searched up like what picture you can do there, and I also got some from there. Oh, and like pictures like this, like for example, oh, it looks so cool, like the vibe, and I want to also color grade that in the end and stuff. So to really make it look cool, I think that would be so cool. And I think because we both really love to do that, it's so cool that we then can do this together. Honestly, definitely I also want to do something like this, where, you know, you kind of like then put pictures together, like the vibe of this picture is undescribable. This looks so cool, I found. So basically I did this Pinterest board with a lot of inspiration, and it was so fun to like gather this around and find some ideas that I could do, and I absolutely love these ideas. So definitely give it a try when you also go somewhere you want to take some photos. Then what I also did is to plan out some short form content I could do, because I think it's such a cool time to like do some videos, and also I would love to edit them in the end and just see, like looking back on this time and see some cool stuff. But yeah, I just kind of searched out some stuff, but I also really tried to like think about my own things, because of course I don't want to just only copy like other people. I also want to have my own ideas, and I really tried to do that there. It is some days later now, and we're getting closer and closer to my holidays. And next on the agenda is to do the last laundry before I go to holidays. And that is also why I'm wearing full black, because I never wear black. But I have to put something else I'm not gonna take to the holidays, so that's the right choice. Because like, let's just say you see me rather by white clothing. But anyway, let's go and do laundry. Next up, let's look at the books that I'm gonna take, because it's always a very important question. So I always put my books into like this cover so they don't get damaged on the travel, and also just in general when I take, because like I want my books to stay good, they have to be treated nicely. So, and here I take 2 books, and that is one's The Power of Now, which I bought a while ago, which I really want to read, and I think it's such a small book, and I think it's a cool thing to read in the holidays. It's kind of about like spirituality, like living in the now, like this. And I'm actually really happy with this book. And even though it's small, like the font is really small, so I think we're gonna be on this. And I think it's such a good read. And then I'm gonna read As Good as That. This is the 3rd book from the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which I read like years ago, and I never read the last one because honestly I didn't get hooked right away. I read from here, and yeah, so I thought like I should give it a try because I do really like the first two ones. So that for that, and then we have on my e-reader the Ravenhood series, which I downloaded here. All of the three, it's like a series. Until I got hooked up on TikTok, I like searched up book talk, searched around a little bit because I had no idea what to read. So, and I found the Ravenhood and it kind of sounded cool. I was like, let's give it a try. So apparently it's kind of like a love story. It's just like to make us feel something, you know, being like shocked. Is exactly what I'm searching for. So I'm very happy to read this. It's like 3 books, so in general I have 5 books. Oops. And if I would need more books, which definitely could happen, honestly, I can just download some more here or also just download some on my phone, but I just don't have the place in my luggage to take more than 2 physical books with me. And with that, it's time for me to take well-deserved holidays. I will not be posting for the next 2 weeks, so see you back in 3 weeks. Bye!